So I've seen this question come up a lot today. Like, what the heck is an executive order, and why do they even freaking matter if they can just be wiped away this easy, right? So let's talk about that because I think it's important before I do my next video, which is going to talk about all of these new executive orders that we saw today. All right. So, an executive order is essentially just a directive from a high executive in a government. And for us, it usually comes from the president. It does not require any legislation, and it just goes straight through. And it tells every department underneath it what it needs to do. Executive orders have the force of law. So they essentially give the government the ability to utilize federal agencies and things like that. So why are they so flimsy? Why can they just be taken away? Great question. So they are transient. What the heck does that mean? That means that they are basically tied to the current president and the current administration. So once that administration is out the door, the new president, new administration can revoke them. They can rewrite them. They can amend them. They can do whatever they want with them, as we're seeing. And it's very easy to do because there is no legislation behind these. They're very easily, put up judicially. There's just not a lot of backing behind them except for, like, I said so. It's like when you were a kid, when you asked mom why, and she just goes, because I said so. That's what an executive order is, right? And then when you grow up, you turn 18, you don't live with mom anymore. Like, that executive order just doesn't matter anymore. And that's essentially what this is. So they're really easy to get rid of. Also, as we've seen many, many times, when you put up an executive order, they're often challenged because whatever that thing says, you have no idea if it's legal. And if it's not, it can absolutely be challenged. This was actually seen with Teddy Roosevelt, who issued Executive Order 9066 during World War II for the Japanese internment camps. Nobody said anything at the time, but a while later, a bunch of administrations looked at those and went, we should apologize for those, and then apologize for those, right? So that's kind of your summary on executive orders and why they are so flimsy. And a lot of the things that are put in those are having a hard time getting put through law. So at least they're going to help the American people for a minute while the law is trying to get put through. But anyway, follow along for more. I'll keep you updated.